4 months of labor stoppage. You end up in OKC after rehabbing the shoulder. Now finally the season's about to start. What do you feel? How do you anticipate things going forward here?
Well, we don't know when camp is going to start yet, but I think everyone's just really excited to get back to Edmonton. Speaking for Justin and Jordan, we've been waiting for this day for a long time, and it almost kind of seems surreal that we're going back. So we enjoyed our time in OKC very much so, and we had a great time with all the guys here. But we want to play in the NHL. We want to hone our skills in the best league in the world, and we finally have a chance to do that now.
You guys talked about, all three of you, four of you, if you want to count Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, talked about developing and bettering your games as young players. How do you feel you've done that? What have you focused on in your time down here?
I think we've all improved at some facet of the game. I think Nuge really wanted to become a better defensive centerman and work on his face-offs and all that kind of thing. And Ebbs has just become more of a complete player. And I'd like to think I worked on my passing and my playmaking a little bit, and also my defensive game. I mean, if we want to be a good team here in the future, we have to be good defensive players. And I think Nelson, Coach Nelson was starting to lean on us a little bit for that at the end, and starting to learn that we are good defensive players. And like I said, if we want to be a good team somewhere along the road, we have to be good at that.
Now you can talk about playing in the NHL again, and a lot of talk, and there's some rumblings saying that the Oilers will have a good advantage because the core players were playing together in OKC. Do you buy into that, or do you go in kind of fresh mindset, you got work to do here?
Well, I definitely think we have to carry the confidence that we have down here into the NHL. I mean, we've had a lot of success in this league, and there's been countless players that have had success in the AHL and then have gone straight to the NHL and done the same thing. So I'd like to think we're in mid-season form and we're playing to our peak right now, and it's just about carrying that and making sure we stay in shape. And when the season does start, whatever day that is, we got to be ready for it because our team's going to be depending on us.
You were a guy at the end of last year that said 29th isn't good enough, 30th the year before, that's not good enough. What does this team have to do to take that next step right away here?
I think a good start is huge. I mean, we have players that have played a lot of hockey this year, so if we can get off to a good start, I mean, that'd be huge for our season. It's only going to be a 48 or 50 game schedule, so it's not a marathon, it's a sprint this year, and we have to be the best at that and make sure that we take every period, every game very seriously, and we every goal is going to be huge. It's a weird season. I mean, there's no small goals. There's if we're down 4-0 and a guy scores it to make 4-1, it's still a huge game that we can still win. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and like I said, I think we just need a good start, and we can go from there.
Finally, in your short time in the AHL and in Oklahoma City, what's a fond memory you're going to take back with you for the rest of your life?
I'd probably say going to the Thunder games. It's kind of funny. I mean, I've never really been a fan of a sports team in my life, and I've always kind of had a little bit of a misunderstanding of how fans get so excited by their teams that they love, and I started to experience that with the Thunder, and just going to the games and cheering with the crowd and being a spectator was really fun for once, and I finally learned what it's like to be a fan, and I understand why the Oilers fans are so crazy about their team and why they love us so much. So I think that was a fun thing. There's a lot of fun things we did here. We had a great group of guys and a great coaching staff that taught us a lot, and the staff here was great. So among other things, that was something I had a lot of fun doing.